Lord my God, the beautiful story behind how great thou art. 6. There are hymns that people sing, and there are hymns that touch generations, bringing tears, hope, and worship wherever they are heard. One such timeless hymn is O Lord my God, famously known by its opening words. O Lord my God, when I in awesome wonder. The hymn's official title is How Great Thou Art, one of the most beloved worship songs ever written in Christian history. The beginning of the hymn. The story begins in the beautiful countryside of Sweden during the late 19th century. A Swedish preacher, poet, and parliament member named Karl Boberg was traveling home after attending a church meeting. The day had been calm and peaceful. Suddenly, dark clouds filled the sky. Thunder roared, lightning flashed across the heavens. Powerful winds swept through the fields. Karl Boberg stood still, watching nature display the majesty and power of God. Then, just as quickly as the storm came, it passed away. The sky became clear. Birds began singing again. Church bells echoed softly in the distance. At that moment, Boberg felt overwhelmed by the greatness of God's creation. His heart filled with worship, and he wrote a poem beginning with the words, O Lord my God. That poem was originally titled, O Store Good, meaning, O Great God. From a Swedish poem to a world-famous hymn. For many years, the hymn was known mainly in Sweden, but God had a bigger plan. The poem was later translated into Germany and then into Russia, where missionaries carried it from place to place. Years later, an English missionary named Stuart K. Hine heard the hymn while serving in Eastern Europe. He was deeply moved. As he traveled through villages and mountains, he adapted and expanded the lyrics into English inspired by nature, salvation, and the return of Christ. He completed the version now sung around the world. That English version became How Great Thou Art. The hymn is more than poetry. It is a journey of worship. Each verse reveals a different picture of God's greatness. God's creation. The writer looks at stars, thunder, forests, and the universe and realizes the incredible power of the Creator. God's sacrifice. The hymn then turns towards Jesus Christ and the cross. It speaks of God sending His Son to save humanity through love and sacrifice. The final verse looks forward to the glorious return of Christ. It ends with deep joy and surrender before God's throne. And after every verse comes the unforgettable chorus. Then sings my soul, my Savior God, to Thee, how great Thou art. Those words have comforted millions through sorrow, worship, revival meetings, and personal prayer. How the hymn became famous worldwide. The hymn gained worldwide recognition through evangelistic crusades led by Billy Graham. Famous gospel singer George Beverly Shea often sang the hymn during those crusades, and audiences were deeply touched. Soon churches across the world began singing it. It was translated into dozens of languages and became a favorite in cathedrals, village churches, choir concerts, and worship gatherings. Today, How Great Thou Art remains one of the most powerful worship hymns ever written. fading after a storm, church bells in the distance, a quiet sunset over the mountains, a soul overwhelmed by God's greatness. That is the spirit of, O Lord my God. The lasting legacy,
more than a hymn.
how great thou art, is a testimony. It reminds believers that God is greater than every storm.
Creation reveals His glory.
Jesus reveals His love. Heaven reveals His promise. Even today, when people sing,
Then sings my soul.
hearts are lifted toward heaven in awe and worship. And that is why this hymn continues to live on across generations.